Yeah, once again, a very good evening to everyone. Thank you for joining on time. Myself, I'm Vinay Vasant. I'm part of the Infosys Springboard internship team. Along with me, I have Dr. Meenakshi, who is the program manager in Infosys Springboard, Mr. Jay Prakash, and Dr. Impana, who are also going to be part of our team in executing the PM internship program. So now to start with the program, I would request Dr. Meenakshi to set the context.
Okay, am I audible, Vinay?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay. Any quick idea of how many people have joined?
1,050 have joined.
Okay, maybe we'll just give it another 2 more minutes if you're okay, and then we'll get started. Can keep the first slide itself.
Yes, we'll wait
Hi,
for
everyone. Sorry.
we'll wait for a few more minutes and then we can
Yeah.
commence.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining in. As Vinay said, thanks for joining on time. We are just going to give it 2 more minutes, 4:37. We'll get started. And because I'm seeing few more people come in, so we'll just give it a couple of more minutes. So I hope the audio is coming through. Right. So you can use the chat window to post the messages as we speak. And it's nice to see so many of you join in. So we have, this is the first briefing session that we are having with you. And we'll give you details about the program and other things. We're also having one more briefing session tomorrow morning. If you've attended this one, then no need to attend the other one. In case you miss out any details, you can join that one as well. All right, it is 4:37, so let's get started. A very good evening, and thank you so much, Vinay, for setting the context as well as the introducing all of us. Uh, so it's a pleasure to meet up with all of you. We have received your nominations from the PMIS Prime Minister Internship portal. I think you had all applied for the opportunities that were posted by Infosys Limited. So we have received those applications through the team members of the PMIS. So that is how we got your details and we have connected with you. So it's really a pleasure to see all of you apply for this internship to Infosys Limited. So what we are going to do today in the next 30 minutes or so is we will take you through this Prime Minister internship scheme, what it entails, and whom is it for. Of course, you know the details, but as a quick recap, then we will also get into the workflow as to how we are planning this entire internship program, what you can expect out of it, what is going to be the onboarding process, all of those. So that is what we will do in the next 30 minutes. Post that if you have questions, please keep putting it on the chat window. Our team here, whom Vinay introduced, they will be answering the queries for you. And of course, if there are any common queries, I will address it in common as well. So before I get started with the next slide, a warm welcome to this session. And I hope my audio is clear. Can I get a thumbs up from people? All right, fantastic. So in case somebody is not able to hear me, then in that case, please do check on the your network and other things. All right, thank you, Vinay. Yeah, we'll move on to the next slide. As you're aware, the Prime Minister internship is a national level scheme which has been announced by the Government of India, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Yeah, you can move on, Vinay. So the objective here is to basically improve the employability of the youth. The scheme intends to create talented workforce. Basically, it means that we have a skilled talent that is available. We are looking at a demographic window of opportunity in India. We have the youngest population for a few more years. So the government's intention is to basically create a skilled workforce because uh, at times what you learn in your educational degree maybe slightly you would need a little more skills to get into industry readiness or jobs. So that's the entire intention of the Prime Minister Internship Program as per what they have put on the portal. We move on. So the duration of this internship, according to the Prime Minister internship scheme, is 12 months. It's a 1 year internship, so which will include both training as well as project execution. What the scheme mandates is that there should be at least 6 months of a on-the-job experience that is there. So that is the mandate from the PMIS scheme. I'm only sharing the points that are mentioned by PMI scheme for the reference of all. Um, then from a financial angle, there is going to be 500 rupees that will come from the company, or if you're selected to the internship, then the company, depending on the criteria that they set for the program, you will have 500 rupees that will be transferred and 4,500 from the government per month. And we also understand that the PMIS has 6,000 rupees as a one time or a two-time payment from the government. This is again as per the portal. Uh, the eligibility, again, for people would be that you're aged 21 to 24, you're not employed full-time any place, none of your team member in the family, they are earning, parents, spouse, self, you're not earning, and you're not enrolled for a full-time degree in any university. So that's the eligibility criteria that has been set up by the PMIS scheme. Right. So with that, we move on to see what is it that we are trying to do in Infosys. So this internship for 1 year in Infosys will be done in 4 campuses: Mangalore, Chennai, Mangalore, Chennai, Bhubaneswar, and Chandigarh. We'll correct that. It is not Chennai is written twice. It is Chandigarh. So 4 locations. So we had posted opportunities against the locations and you have applied for the same. So we will consider your applications against the locations where you have put it, right? But we are going to do it across 4 locations: Mangalore, Chennai, Bhubaneswar, and Chandigarh, 4 locations. Then we're going to have about 3 to 4 months of training. I would request, the applicants here to, pay attention. I'm going to answer those queries of selection and all of that in some time. Please hold on. Just listen to me in with full attention. So we're going to have about 3 to 4, months of training. This will include IT foundation, and then we will do some specialization training. Now, here I want to bring a small, information. There were 2 kinds of roles that we were looking at. One role is basically the office, office and administration related roles that are there. For that kind of role, it is the location was Mangalore. Many of you have applied for that as well. So for such a role, we will have 3 months of training and 9 months of the project execution or on the job experience or on the campus experience that is going to be there. So this is for, office kind of roles, office operations, that kind of role. This is for Mangalore location. Many of you had applied for it. So that is 3 months of training and 9 months of project execution. There were software roles that we had announced in all the 4 locations, for which we are going to have 4 months of training, wherein you will have 2 months IT foundation, because you may come from different education backgrounds. So we want to ensure that you have some of the basics right. And then we're going to have a specialization of about 2 months, some technology specialization as per the requirement of the project. And then we will have 8 months of project execution. That is why you see 3 to 4 months of training and then 8 to 9 months of project execution that is mentioned. So this will happen in person in the 4 campuses, depending on the opportunity that we had posted, where we had mentioned the location very clearly. You will have to report to those campuses if you are onboarded. I hope that the first part is clear. We move on to the next part. Infosys has given 12 opportunities. As I said, the applications will be considered against those opportunities. We spoke about it. The next point, please, Vinay, if you can move on. The time frame that we are planning to start is somewhere in the month of June 2025. The exact dates, etc., will be communicated, and it will go for a year. So we are assuming that it is going to be somewhere in the month of May 2026. So that's going to be the time frame, 1 year period, as I said, including training as well as project. And we are looking at about 1,000 interns against the 12 opportunities that we have posted here. So I hope these points are clear. If you have questions, put them in the chat window, but we will answer it only at the end so that you hear us completely, and then we will take up the questions. Coming to the workflow. So the first part is communication and the briefing of the program. So the communication was sent to you last week. I think it was on Friday that you'd have received the communication from the PMI support ID. And today we are doing the briefing. As I said, we are going to also do one more round of this session tomorrow in the morning, in case some of your friends have missed out or whatever, you can come and join in. So that is something that we are going to do. Now, what happened is we have a lot of applications against the 1,000 opportunities that we had created. And I mean, the period was somewhere from January onwards, the PMI's portal had opened up. And then, we had the application window being extended for some period. So we really want to understand your interest for joining us. And also we wanted to understand about you, the background that you come from and all of it. And therefore we are going to do an online evaluation test, right? So that is something that we are going to do. So we will brief you about this online evaluation test and what is going to happen in that test and all of it, maybe in a couple of days from now. But today will just be the briefing about the workflow, about the program, what's going to happen and all of it, exactly what will happen in the test and what requirements you need, all that we will talk to you in a couple of days. Then the mock online evaluation test, we will do it sometime this week. So we will give you the schedule and other things. Now the mock online evaluation test will help you look at, will help you look at what requirements are needed, how, what will be the pattern, what will be the interface, all of that. So that will happen sometime this week. Exact dates, you will have to watch out for the email from us, from the same PMI support ID. You will also have to watch out for our briefing sessions that are there. So this week is extremely crucial. This is just our first session with you. Post that, we will have an online evaluation test that will happen next week. Again, the dates we'll finalize and give you. It could be on a 26th or 27th. So this is a virtual exam that will happen on your, you can use your machine. You would need a laptop or a desktop to take the exam. As I said, the briefing of that will be done in a separate session, exactly what requirements, what you need and all of it. So the online evaluation test to understand your interest, your background and all of that, because there has been a quick, there has been a break between your application somewhere in January and now we are in May, right? So we really want to understand that. So that is why that test, that will happen somewhere next week, possibly 26th or 27th. We will let you know the dates. Now, post that exam, we will look at our opportunities. We will look at the We will look at the criteria that the government has set, and also we will look at other things that are there, and then we will send you the offer for the internship. So appearing for the exam is important. Exam or the online evaluation test is important. And then, we will look at, as I said, the criteria set by government. We will look at your educational qualifications and other things that you've put in against the opportunities, the criteria that we have put in there. And then the offer for the internships will be sent across to the applicants. Now, that would be the process of onboarding. We may also have a small panel discussion post the online evaluation test. So that is why this week and the next week are very critical. I'll request you to kindly keep a watch on the email that you will receive. Email will be our means of communication. There is no WhatsApp or anything. So I will request you to please watch out for the email and the briefing session from us that will give you all the details. So there is a mock online evaluation test this week that will help you get an idea of what the test would be, what is the interface, requirements, and all of it. Next week, we will have the actual online evaluation test. Post that, we will have a panel interview. All of this will happen virtually. So you would need a machine and an internet connection so that this can actually happen. Once the offer letter goes to the applicant, post our validating all of the criteria that I just mentioned, you will join us in the respective campus, right? So the based on the application opportunity, wherever you have applied, because each of these opportunities are mapped to a certain location, you will have to join physically in the campus. That will happen in June, right? So the training will start in June. So kindly be prepared after the offer letter is released to the learner. As I said, there are 1,000 opportunities against 1,000 internship seats that we have given against 12 opportunities. So we will take that number. As I said, that will be based on the criteria that's set by government, criteria that is set against the opportunity, and also the evaluation test. So post that, the offer letter will be provided in by end of May or maybe first week of June. And then in June, the exact date of internship will be provided to you. You will have to join the respective campus for the training. The training is going to be full time in the campus, about 6 to 7 hours a day. So we will go through, as I said, there are two categories of, I would say internships. One is where we have the office operations and governance, which will we posted it for about 100 seats in Mangalore. And then the others are software developer kind of a, work that we had posted, the rest of it. So therefore, the training accordingly, as I said, I'm repeating, for the office operations kind of work, it's going to be 3 plus 9, 3 months of training and 9 months of work, on the job work, as well as for the software development, it is going to be 4 months of training and about 8 months of project work. So that is what we will do, and your attendance is mandatory. It is an in-person internship. The online test and the interview that I mentioned, or the one-on-one discussion that is there, both of these are virtual in nature. So I'm clarifying that again. Then the entire internship is going to be in the campus, in person. So it's important that you attend the training as well as complete the project. There will be evaluations that will happen during the entire internship period. Now, what are the key advantages that we see here? And now Infosys is definitely known for the Global Education Center in Mysore. So we train our freshers, and we have got an education department as such. We also run a corporate social responsibility program called Infosys Springboard. It is a platform where we host a lot of courses. There are certifications. All of this are free of cost for the youth of the country and all the learners in India. So all of you, irrespective of whether you become an intern with Infi or not, you can use the Infosys Springboard platform. You will have to register onto the platform even to take the online evaluation test, because it will happen through the platform. As I said, that briefing will be separate. So you will have to appear for the exam, the online evaluation test, and then through the Springboard platform. So therefore, registering on the Infosys Springboard platform is important. And please use the same email ID as the email ID that you have shared with the on the PMI's portal. That's very, very important. If you use different IDs, we will not be able to identify you. So it's important that you register on the Infosys Springboard platform with the same email ID as the email ID that you've given in the PMI's portal when you were applying for this opportunity. So post the project execution, we are going to have the evaluation and certification. As I said, you will have to attend the training. You will have to take any assessments or exams that we will do as part of the training. Then you will have to take the project. There will be deliverables that will be evaluated. And then, of course, the certification will happen. Advantages are that, as I said, we run the biggest corporate training here. So therefore, we will have educators, we will have good training material that is there on Infosys Springboard platform, which is extremely useful for you to become industry ready, to be ready for the new age job roles. The project that you will be doing will be close to that of a business problem. And so it will give you that real world experience. Coming to our campus and interacting with the experts, interacting with fellow team members gives you a lot of exposure with respect to industry readiness. And on Infosys Springboard platform, we also run programs like these for industry readiness. So that is what we are envisaging to do as part of the PMIS workflow. Let's move on. You keep putting your questions. I'll answer them towards the end. So now what next, right? So the first thing is, please go ahead and register on the Infosys Springboard platform with the same email ID as that of PMIS registration. Extremely important. Second, look out for communication on email. This week and the next week, there will be important communication that will come your way. So please look out for the communication from PMIS support. You please attend the briefing sessions that will happen, because that will give you all the required information. Please take up the mock online evaluation test that will give you a picture of how the interface will look like, what kind of things will be there, and so on. Then appear for the actual online evaluation test. We'll give you 2 slots, maybe one in the morning and one in the evening. So that way you can use one of the slots. You don't have to take both, one of the slots. And there will be 2 kinds, as I said, 2 kinds of internship. So there will be an online evaluation test. That is the first one, which is for the opportunity that is mentioned on the screen for you, the process executive intern. This exam is separate. There is an online evaluation test too for all the other 11 opportunities, the software developer intern primarily. So these are 2 different tests. We saw that some of you have applied for both the PMIS 2025 22615 and some other opportunity amongst the 11. If you want to take both the exams, please do it. But which internship you will get, that choice is left to us. So we saw people who have posted or who have applied for multiple opportunities. So anyway, you will take the exam. As I said, for the process executive intern, the exam is separate. And for all the other 11 opportunities, the exam is separate. If you have applied for both, you may want to take both the exams. Similarly, among the 11 opportunities, we have seen people apply for multiple opportunities. Now, which one you will get is based that decision. In case you get, you meet the criteria that is there, that will be left to Infosys. We will let you know. So there are questions that are coming up with respect to what is the syllabus. I'm going to just give you a very brief overview. As I said, we'll have a separate call to discuss the online evaluation test. The syllabus will be logical reasoning, mathematical reasoning, aptitude, English, and there will be a programming problem that will be there. You can use any programming language. There will also be pseudocode that will be present. So that is going to be the rough pattern of the online evaluation exam that's going to be there. And this will be virtual. You will need a camera and you will need internet connection. It will be AI proctored. So if we find anomalies, then you will not be, the exam part will not be considered for you. It will be made null. So kindly do not resort to any malpractice for this. We have an AI proctored exam that will basically happen, right? So that's going to be the rough workflow for this particular PMI's internship. So we really look forward. Can we move on? So that's the end of the slide. So we really look forward to, there's somebody called Abdul Rahman posting the question again and again. That is not needed. I'm going to answer questions now, so please hold on. I'll come back to the questions in a moment. But we really look forward to working with all of you, as part of this PMI's internship program. To reiterate the main points, the internship opportunity which we have posted, there were 12 opportunities. One is a process executive intern opportunity, which is related to process governance and all of that operations. The rest of it were primarily software developer intern kind of an opportunity. So we received quite good number of applications. So in order to see whether you are interested for the internship, we also wanted to validate the criteria that is set by government and other things. We are doing an online evaluation exam. The mock part of it will happen this week. Next week will be the actual exam. The questions will be around logical, mathematical reasoning, aptitude, the data interpretation and things like that, English, those kind of things, and one programming problem which you can use in any of the programming language. That'll happen next week. For the process executive intern, there is a separate exam that will happen. We will brief you on that next week. This week. So please look out for the communication from our end. The other part I mentioned is that the internship, if you get an offer with Infosys Limited for the PMI's internship, it'll happen in person in the campuses. It is not going to be work from home, or it is not virtual. It is in person. The online evaluation test and the panel interview that we mentioned will be virtual, right? I hope that is clear. Then let me look at the questions that are there on the chat window one by one, and then I will try to answer. If I've already mentioned the point, I will not repeat that. I'm going up. I'll request the team also to probably pick the questions so that I don't miss any. If there are common questions, I'm going through the chat window. Give me a moment. I'll read out the question and answer that as well. It's a big chat window. So
I would request the participants not to spam in the chat box. Rishabh, you're repeatedly sharing the same query.
It's not needed. We are going to answer, yes. Please don't repeatedly share the questions. It is required. It is not needed. There's a question from Shivan Gowda who says, what is the hiring process? There's no hiring here. This is an internship opportunity from the Prime Minister internship scheme. Since we've received multiple applications and there has been a break, since January we are doing it. We wanted to test your interest in the program and also evaluate you, which is why the online evaluation test is being conducted. This is an internship program. It is not a hiring process. That's the answer to your question. I'm moving on. I think the same question repeated. It is not needed because anyway, we're going to read the chat window. Somebody says, I'm excited. We are also excited. We are definitely, looking forward to this program. I'm moving on to the chat window. I'm seeing the rest of the questions. Is it online or offline? I have answered that question. The online evaluation test and the panel interview are going to be, virtual, whereas the internship as such is going to be physical in the campus. Depending on the opportunity, the location will be decided and you will have to report to the campus every day. It's a full-time program. So somebody is again asking if we have to go to office or it's online. I've answered that it is in the campus and it is full time. Again, same question, Vibhuti, is this internship remote? I've already answered that. It is not remote. Moving on. Somebody, Himanshu Singh says, I've joined in late. I've kind of repeated the main points, Himanshu. In case you've missed, you feel you've done, you please join in tomorrow. We have one more slot. We will repeat the same thing, so you can do that. In which basics are we going to get selected? As I said, let me use the word again. It's an online evaluation test. I already mentioned Priya Sundar. It is going to be on mathematical reasoning, logical, aptitude, English, and a programming question. More on this, we will do it, sometime in, this week. We will have one more briefing session completely on the online evaluation test itself. Ma'am, is it applicable? Divya Jyoti Panda says, is it applicable for BTech computer science students? I think you would have seen the opportunities and the details present against the opportunities. So whatever criteria were mentioned against the opportunity, that is what is applicable, Divya Jyoti. I think the selection criteria, I've already mentioned how the online evaluation test is going to be. I've answered that question. Is there chances of PPO or full-time opportunity? I think we will stick to the discussion of the internship. We will look at this one-year internship. The other queries, I think we will take it up later because that's not the scope of discussion. I'm moving down. Ramdeni Akshit, I don't know what your question is, ma'am, about full-time. So this is a full-time internship program that is there. Whether you will have an opportunity post the internship and all of that is not the scope of discussion. So we are not discussing that today. The date to join internship, in case you get an offer from Infosys for this PM internship program, that's going to be sometime during June, first or second week of June. That's going to be there, but let all these processes get completed. We will let you know the exact joining date as we near the June period. Can we change the job location? At this point, no, because we are going to consider the application as per what is being present. There are 1,000 opportunities for the 12 posts that we have put in. Even if you look up the portal, you would have already seen that. Coming to specialization, Ishwar, for the first 2 months for the software developer intern, to be very clear, is going to be IT foundation. Post that, we will look at specialization based on projects that we have. So I really can't guarantee that you will have a Java or full stack. Depending on the opportunity that we applied for, we will look at it. Then I think I've answered the rest of the question. Can you mention any specific domain for the internship? Venamala, please look at Venamala Dheeraj Babu. If you'd have noticed the internship opportunity that we have put in, we have very clearly specified what kind of software development thing will be there. There is an AI track. There was a Java full stack that we had put in. So please look at that. That will give you more details on it. BECS graduate, I've answered that, Simi Singh. Please look at the Prime Minister Internship portal. Each of the opportunities, you would have seen the criteria that is there. Sai Rajnita says, if we get a full-time job, it's not applicable. Now, the idea of the internship, as we understand from the MCA team, is that it is for getting jobs. So if you get a full-time job, we will see at that particular point in time. But the whole idea is to make you industry ready so that you can get jobs. There are, of course, as we move towards closer to the internship, we will look at the processes that we'll adopt as part of the program. It's a little too early to talk about it right now. I think we'll focus on this internship at this particular point in time. So those are the same questions. Online tests we've given. The internship Bantija for 2 to 3 months. Again, we are talking about the Prime Minister Internship Program, which is designed for a year as per the Government of India. So we can't change this mode of internship, but if you're interested for other programs that we run as part of Springboard, I'll request you to go to the portal and you can look at the various programs that we run there. Pavitra Desai, I think this whole session was how the whole internship will run. So I think you would have got the details. Sri Lata, the location is basically as per the opportunity that we have posted. I hope you looked at it. When you saw the opportunities, we have actually put in which location that will happen. Mock test will come in somewhere this week, so please be on standby. 2022 past is eligible. Please check the eligibility criteria in the PMIS portal. Permanent job, I've already spoken. Mock test can be mock test already answered. Stipend, Harshita Shettigar, I don't know if you listened to me in the beginning. The stipend, if you meet the criteria of the internship, will be, that is your attendance and other things. So the 500 rupees will come from the company and 4,500 will come from the government. I think internship, I've already said it is in the campus. Pattern, I've already spoken. We'll do more as we go through this week. We will have one more briefing